Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm a villain. I'm just trying to fit into your box for this hardcore villain. I'm out here in the streets, breaking hearts and legs. So yeah.
Okay, man, you ready?
Ready, I am.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's get into it. What's up, man? Welcome back, everybody, to the best podcast on planet Earth. Welcome back to the Superhero Origin Stories. I'm your host today, Tatenda, aka Steen. Iwe. Everyone, welcome back to the best podcast on planet Earth, Superhero Origin Stories. And I'm with the amazing, the multi-talented Brandon, the Anomally Chirova. Brandon is a poet, he's a writer, blogger. He has his own podcast. You have your own podcast, man. Congrats.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Man, dude, you're also a multi-instrumentalist.
Boom boom.
Yeah, dude, you're just on that really creative vibe, man. I respect that.
Well, every superhero has an origin story, so I think it'd be interesting to just explore how most of those things started. So yeah, glad to be here.
Also, you're back to being a superhero now. So off the air, I was talking to Brandon, and I just realized that we ran out of superheroes, so we then switched to supervillains. That's how Brandon became part of the podcast. We should probably change the name. I'll talk to Tino so that we change the name from Superhero Origin Stories to Superheroes / Villains.
Yeah, I'm a villain. I'm just trying to fit into your box for this episode. But, hardcore villain. I'm out here in the streets, breaking hearts and legs. So yeah.
Wow, breaking hearts and legs. Okay, we'll get into that later. So, dude, tell me more about your creative process, man. You mentioned that you're working on animation. How's that going?
Yeah, that's been hectic, if I'm being honest. Spent the last 2 days on my laptop. My eyes are killing me right now. And it doesn't help that I'm going to be on my laptop for the whole week at work as well. But it's been fun, because I know where this is going to end. I can sort of see the vision already. So it's going to be a lot of great content, really great entertainment. So I'm going to put in the work because I love the people that have been supporting me since I started. So yeah,
Okay.
This is for everybody listening and for everybody who's going to be watching.
Wow, man. Wow, that's great. That's great. And you mentioned that you're going to be sitting at a computer from tomorrow through the whole of the week. Where are you getting all this energy, bro? Because people out here are tired.
So the initial response as soon as you asked was going to be no fab, but that is not where I'm getting all the energy at all. I don't have another answer apart from that, but my answer is that is not the answer. It's everything.
Oh, okay. All right. So can you shed a bit more light on NoFap for some of our listeners who don't know what that is?
All right. So I'll call it a myth for today, but it basically says, so this is semen retention, right? And NoFap. Okay, everybody should get it now. So basically the concept is there's a lot of energy that's stored up in semen. It's enough energy to make babies, in fact. And, the process of creating another being carries with itself so much energy that can be redirected into other facets of life. So I started practicing that a few months ago. It's been going really well. And I think that's where I got the initial energy, the energy to get started. Of course, now I have other motivators like, I want to find a spouse and I want to leave a mark, following my dreams that I've had since I was really young. So it's something I'd really recommend everyone to try out. Just put the Vaseline and lotion away for a few weeks and see how it happens.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool, man. Wow. and I like how you just slipped in, find a spouse in there. Guys, Brandon's contact details are going to be in the description. Wherever you're watching this, it'll be easy for you to get in touch with Brandon and talk more about what he means by find a spouse. So tell us more about your podcast, Brendo. The link to Brandon's podcast is going to be in the description as well for any of you guys that are you guys should definitely go and check it out. It's called Anomaly Stories.
Yeah, with a double L.
With a double L.
The anomaly is an anomaly in itself.
Oh, that's
my
dope,
life
man.
is a paradox.
So how's the podcast going? The website looks amazing, by the way, bro. Like it's different.
Thanks a lot.
It's really different.
I really put in a lot of creative work into the website. The podcast, as it's forming up now, I think I had 4 posts, but now I have 3, and they're all really different. I think one is on finding yourself, another one is a random rant, and then the other one is like this poem that I really, really love. And what is going to be in the future is it's going to split out into 3. So there's going to be entertainment, because I've always been about that. It will make you laugh, it will make you cry, it will make you think of your childhood memories, the people you loved, the people you love now, the people you will love, and how you want that to play out for yourself. And it's also going to make you think about the type of person you want to be. So yeah, I'm just going to pump out content because I know I have something for everyone out there. So really excited to see how the podcast will go.
Yeah, wow, man, that is beautiful. You definitely have something for me. And from my experience on your website, bro, your style of writing, I am jealous. And I'm going to be inspired by some of your posts. And
thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
Plagiarism is not a crime. So I looked it up. It's not a crime. You can't sue me for plagiarism. But basically,
really?
Man, your content is amazing. Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can.
Wow.
Yeah. What happened to the 4th post? You said that you had 4 posts, now you have 3 posts. What happened to number 4?
Before we move on, did you think it was wise to tell a villain that plagiarism is not illegal?
Oh dear.
This is you literally ruining creativity for everyone live on air right now.
Oh, come on, bro. Creativity is evolving.
No,
creativity is not being
this content now.
It's making decisions. Bro, in university, you find inspiration from previous works and you transform those works into your own works.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so the 4th post,
like
yeah?
Assignments.
Yeah. The 4th post. So I do a bit of storytelling, and I had told this story and posted it. But I want to retell the story. So I'm a bit of a perfectionist. And so I've actually recorded the story more than 10 times. And you can imagine that's like 15 minutes by 10. I'm bad at math, but I think that's huge. But I promise I'll get it up by end of day tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Wow. That's beautiful, man. And how many times a week or how many times a month do you post? How frequently do you do it?
I post a minimum of 15 times a month. I'm supposed to post a minimum of 15 times a month.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
15 times a month.
Okay.
From today.
Okay, so currently, how many times a month do you post? How many times a week?
Yeah, we're looking at 2 posts a week as of right now. But yeah, the numbers are going up. I'm really proud because I've done a lot of work in the background, coming up with material, planning, and I've got so many posts that I haven't recorded and uploaded. So there's going to be more content for the future. Unlike when I was starting, when I literally had no idea what was going on.
Wow, man. Okay, cool. And is a post the same as a podcast episode?
So to me, a post is the podcast episode. So a post is what you put on a podcast, a blog is what you put on your blog, and then a video is what you put on your YouTube. By the way, my YouTube account is backup. And you can look out for some interesting animation in the next couple of days. I promise it's going to be literally face kicking, literally, in the literal.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. I'll be looking forward to that. But your podcasts and your blog posts and your YouTube videos are all on your website.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Decided to put everything all in one place. And there's also a lot of, because I'm all about entertainment. I love having fun. Most of my content is aimed at that. There's also a lot of helpful stuff from the website. Like if you want to get a job, CV writing, professional etiquette, because I happen to be an HR specialist as well. So there's a bit of that in there as well. So my website is one stop for everything.
Bro, can you leave some things for us? I mean, you can't be all these things. Like you can't be a creative and a professional HR person. Like you want to help people with their CVs and resumes, and you're also playing instruments, and you're also doing all these things. Like, why don't you leave some of the things for us?
Funny you should say that. The good thing happened yesterday. Yeah. So growing up, I'd always hated and said I'd never be a life coach, right? That's one thing I never want to be. But the irony is we become the things we hate. And so one of my friends called me. They were like, hey, true story, yeah. Because his name is Emmanuel. And because he's like, hey, I want to join this club and I'm not sure if I should join it or not. What do you think? Right. And I still giving him advice. Being a business expert, I apply business principles to life. And I'm telling him about calculating the advantages of joining the club, calculating total hours with interactions, how many people, when and how, the subscription, and trying to just find if that works for him. And by the end, I realized, oh damn.
Yeah.
So very soon I'll be everything.
You can't be everything and a super villain. Like, I don't know how that's going to work out.
That's exactly the point. Become everything, take everything from everyone, and the moment I'm good at everything, it means I'm appealing to every girl. It'll be so much easier to break hearts. Like I'm literally everyone's type now. And that's just all I've ever wanted, to be able to break every heart that I come in contact with. Is that too much to ask for, dear women?
Why would you want to do that? Don't you have sisters, man? Like, how would you feel if someone was doing this to your sister?
I have one sister. And if a guy walks up to me and they're like, I want to date your sister.
Yeah.
I would look at them and say, you're on your own. My sister is savage. My sister is the type of girl who will cheat on you and then ask you to apologize for it. Legit. I'm going to tell some really crazy stories on my podcast about some things she's really done. So yeah, not worried about my sister. No one is breaking my heart.
Okay, all right. So you're a super villain and your superpower is breaking hearts. Is that it?
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
I break hearts and bust moves on the dance floor.
All right. Okay. So ladies, look out. So for those of you that are brave enough to talk to Brandon, for those of you that are brave enough to respond to Brandon's DMs, I wish you guys the best.
Quick question. If I say, who dares to app me, which song would you think of? Who dares to
No, I can't think of anything.
Dares to leave. Singing is my kryptonite. Okay. And I don't want the ladies to know this. Because
Oh yeah. Okay, so one thing that every supervillain has is a killer dress code. Like if you look at the Joker always looks good in his green and purple, and it's green and purple for the Joker.
People.
Yeah.
With
So do you
highlights.
have like yeah. So do you have like a particular dress code that you go for?
Right now, I'm rocking caps.
Caps.
I'm
Okay.
usually just but
Okay.
okay.
So what's below the cap?
I like Yeezys, right? I like the Yeezy brand. 6
Mhm.
pairs that are all Yeezy like, and then everything else is just a mixed bag. So I'm rocking my Yeezy shoes, right? Pants, usually tight
Yeah.
pants, not
Yeah.
too tight, but tight enough. Yeah. With my long t-shirt and one of those Kanye West jackets on top. Well, I only have like 3 of those. So sometimes. And step out there looking like Travis. I've never seen Travis Scott. Well,
Let me look him up real quick. But okay, I can picture what you're saying.
Generally, I'm a cool person, like I bring the ambience. And of late, I've been using this scent, which is really amazing. I've been complimented by so many people. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because I'm a villain. Why would I be out here telling you how to protect the hearts that I'm about to break?
Oh, wow. Okay, mad moves.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So in terms of your origin story, that's the thing that we want to hear the most about. Can you tell us more about how you became a villain?
Yeah. So one day, I'm coming from the cinema with my parents. We said to walk down this dark alley, and then this robber comes along, and then he's like to my mom, "Give me your pearls," and I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
That is not how
Oh, and then what happened, dude?
I got dumped. Okay, I like this girl in high school, and she dumped me. I wrote 1,000 letters to try and get her back. That's how I became good at writing. I wrote her 1,000 poems and performed them in front of the whole world, and she embarrassed me by still turning me down. That's how I became good at talking. And now I'm out for revenge.
Okay. So if this mystery girl is listening, I hope she's listening. Because it's all her fault. Like, she's the reason that all these other girls are going to suffer.
She's the main villain. Plot twist.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get her on the podcast so that we can get her side of the story. I hope you don't mind.
Boy, what you asking for? You want to bring back my childhood trauma?
We'll need a name, Brandon. In fact, we should have both of you guys. Because sure, we can't have these nasty villains roaming the streets of Zimbabwe or the streets of the world. We need to do something about it.
Okay, I will reach out and ask to have her on a podcast. I have a lot of questions to ask her. I really have. Like, it would be fun, I think, just get some closure after like 12 years, 3 months, 4 days, 16 hours.
Wow, man, that's very specific. So for our listeners who would like to hear more about Brandon's story and the story of how, or like, and the girl side of how Brandon became this this super villain, please feel free to visit his podcast.
Would you please sing the theme song with me?
Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's go.
Who dares to live forever?
Forever. Who dares to live forever?
So this is going to be the official theme song on my podcast. Yeah, it's gonna go like.
Wow. Anyways, guys, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Superhero Origin Stories. I am your host, Tatenda Zata, aka Steen. This was Brandon the Anomaly. Make sure to check him out at Anomaly Stories on Instagram. Anyways, guys, till next time.
But they
Peace.
don't understand.